Hi, welcome to the next video as part of my Ninja Turtles 40th anniversary celebration. Yes, I know I am not labeling it as part 12, it's just an individual video and I do plan on making the next few exactly like that. But, nevertheless, I decided for fun to actually show off my entire Ninja Turtle DVD collection. And fun fact, this is only a small portion of it, I have way more. And just like my Strange World of DVD packaging video, I am going completely off script and mostly being myself. So, let's get into it. Alright, let's start off with looking at the original series that started it all. First off, here's Volume 1, or Season 1, of the very first Ninja Turtles, at least cartoons. And strangely enough, there is no indication on this that this is Season 1, like it just says Ninja Turtles, and the top it says includes 4 never-before-seen episodes. I mean, on the back, it does list the original, hang on. There we go. It does list the original 5 episodes that started the show, but yeah, nothing on this indicates that it's Season 1. Like, if you just found this, you wouldn't know that. Like, not even on the disc it gives any indication. It's just the logo again and Michelangelo on the top. Yeah, there we go. Anyways, this was Volume 1. Next up, Season 2. Okay, originally that said Volume 2, but the version I have, they changed it to Season 2. And thankfully, that was a nicer indication. And it is nice it says it has all 13 episodes. And thankfully, they actually have the episodes listed on the back. That was nice of them. Not really much to it. Like, here's this image of Michelangelo on the disc, and yeah, that's pretty much it. For the record, I do not own the entirety of the original cartoon. I'm just showing off what I have. So, next up, or believe it or not, next up was Volume 4, which is in really bad shape, but fun fact, this was the very first introduction I had to the original cartoon. I'll explain more later, but yeah, this is Volume 4, and you may question, is it Season 4? Well, actually, no. You see, with Season 3, they released it like in 4 volumes, and this just happened to be one of them. Yeah, not really much else to say about it. Like, here's the disc for, well, Donatello. But yeah, this is my very first DVD of the original series. Next up, Season 5. Okay, I already showed what this one looked like, and yeah, I refer back to my Strange World of DVD packaging video because I'm not opening this again because of how frustrating it is. Next up, Season 7, Part 1. Yeah, this was, well, as you can tell, released on the 25th anniversary of the series, or at least the franchise. And one of the ways they celebrated, which in a weird way, they released Season 7 in 4 parts, and they all came with little Ninja Turtle figures, which in Canada I can never find any of them, but yeah, this was Part 1, and oh, look on the back, they advertised the other ones. Yeah, and there's the paper insert for Ninja Turtle Smash Up, which, okay, both sides are the same, but yeah, I actually still like this game today. And I also have Season 7 Part 2, which has Michelangelo on the cover. Yeah, so far, same stuff. And, I do think it's nice, though, they do have the episode numbers, like, on here. That was a nice touch. And here's the disc, and this time, no paper inserts. Next one I got, Season 8, the beginning of the last 3 seasons of the show. Yeah, not much to it. Like, I do love the artwork on it, and for some reason, they have the exact same cover, or at least artwork of Leonardo from the Season 7 Part 1 DVD on the back. I don't know why, but, these DVDs have been known to recycle, like, artwork for other reasons. Here's the disc. It's just Leonardo, just minus his brothers. Let me put that back in. And the next one I have is, well, it's my final one, being also the final season of the show, Season 10. Okay, one thing I find weird about these DVDs is that a lot of the artwork shows Michelangelo with his nunchucks, and if you've watched the show, you know after Season 3, they got rid of his nunchucks. I did kind of explain why in one of my movie videos, but frankly the reason was, in some countries, they had to edit them out so much that the animators decided just to make it easier just to get rid of his weapon entirely. So yeah, this is the season. And on here, it says it includes this cool bonus feature, and that being 2 episodes that they just refused to put on DVD for the longest time. Like, one was a time travel episode, and the other one was a 40-minute special called Planet of the Turtleoids. No idea why they took so long to put them on DVD to the point where the VHS tapes actually still had value for the longest time, but nevertheless, they did finally give it to the fans after so long. And just show you the disc. It's mostly the cover of the DVD. But, yeah, this is my collection of the original series on DVD. I know it's not that impressive, and for some reason they reused the image of Raphael on 2 of them. What can you do? But, yeah, this is the original show. Let's move on to the next show. Next up was Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation. And yes, I did get this in a bargain bin for $10, the complete series. And believe it or not, as a bonus feature, this thing actually includes the episode of Power Rangers in Space where they crossed over. Yeah, this was a live-action show that kind of takes place after the 3rd movie. Yeah, I know not a lot of people like this show, but me, it's a guilty pleasure, and I do plan on making a video on it soon this year. Anyways, let me just take this off. We see all 5 turtles. Yes, they added a 5th one for this show. And, yeah, it's not really much to it. Like, I am happy on the inside. They do list the episodes on here. And on the bottom, the special features. Yeah, the show only had 1 season, but I just think it's worth looking at if you're curious, especially if you have always wanted a season 4. No, a 4th Ninja Turtle movie, since this does take place after the 3rd one. So, I still think it's interesting to check out if you're ever interested. Okay, next up, my favorite Ninja Turtle show, the 2003 series. Starting off, let's look at Turtles in Space, which, believe it or not, this was my very first Ninja Turtle DVD I ever bought. Yeah, I actually still remember that day. Like, I was at a store, and they had 2 DVDs, this, and I believe the other one was called Croc Attack. I picked this one up because these were the episodes that made me a fan of the show. So yeah, here's the insert. Here's the ad for a box set and some of the comic books. Not much to say, it's just I've had this DVD for so many years and I don't plan on getting rid of it. Next up was the next volume, Secret Origins, which did continue the story from the last DVD. Once again, nice little paper insert advertising the other DVDs as well as other DVDs to the channel that released this, that being 4Kids. Oh yeah, fun fact, when you put these DVDs here, you get a cool image. I never completed one, so just a heads up for those of you who are wondering. Next up, volume-wise, was Battle Nexus, and yes, I did buy this when Blockbuster was clearing out its inventory. Yeah, I picked this one up and was happy it's there because this was another one of my favorite sets of episodes from the show. Next up, Ways of the Warrior, which I actually did get for a pretty cheap price. But, yeah, I bought this one because, well, it had a Triceraton on it, and the Triceratons are some of my favorite villains. Next up, another one called Ways of the Warrior, but this one said the subtitle Worlds Collide, and the last one was called Alien Invasion. Yeah. Once again, your usual shtick. Green case. Nice little paper insert advertising 4Kids again. Ooh, this one's a Yu-Gi-Oh! DVD. Next up was Return of the Ultimate Ninja. Yeah, this was a set of episodes I really liked. I'm honestly surprised it wasn't a 5-parter, seeing as how all 5 episodes do lead into each other in one way or another. But, yeah, I still like it. And if you haven't noticed, the company that made this went out of their way to make all the DVDs green. Yeah, I have never seen green DVDs before in my life. Okay, those were the volumes of the show I had, but the next DVDs I have are kind of, well, some of my favorite DVDs of the show. That being the season volumes. Like, here's season 1, part 1, and yeah, I just love the artwork on these. Like, here's the first one. And once again, I do point out, like, it does have this weird stacking thing with the discs, but it is nice how it does show some comic book imagery of the season, or at least the episode of the season. And a part of me wishes they did do the whole series like this, because these were nice. Next up after this was Season 1, Part 2, which had the episodes where the Turtle Storm Shredder is based to defeat him once and for all. Awesome series of episodes. Oh, and here's a little paper insert for Chaotic. Anyone watching this show remember that series? Once again, I'm going to show you the cool little, like, behind this artwork. Always ending with a cool to be continued at the end. Even the discs, I'm not going to lie, have really nice art on them. Kinda sucks most DVD companies don't make cool disc art anymore. Get that back in there. Okay, now these next two are incredibly rare, and I am so grateful I found these for how much I did. Here's Season 2, Part 1. Once again, cool artwork, and if you know the story, by the time this and Season 2, Part 2 came out, the company that was releasing sold off the rights to Ninja Turtles, so once these got into production, they were discontinued almost immediately. So now these are kind of collector's items, and yeah, I found this at a used store for like $5. Okay, $6 if you include tax, but it's in really, really bad shape. Like, if you look here, someone got some blue coloring on the search bar, or at least the barcode, and yeah, this is the furthest thing from the problems this DVD has when I found it, because if you look at disc 1, it's in ungodly bad shape. Like when I tried to watch this, like maybe like at most like a few minutes were even playable. So yeah, like there was a caveat to the price, but once again, really cool disc art, and also really cool comic backdrops behind this. And when I said these went out of print really fast, I meant really fast, because the next one, which I actually found at the exact same time, Season 2, Part 2, which is actually my rarest Ninja Turtle DVD, and once again, I love the artwork on this. It looks so cool. Yeah, this thing is worth a lot of money secondhand, and I found this one right next to the last one, and thankfully, unlike the last one, all the discs are in pretty good shape. Like, it works just as good. So yeah, thank God. And unfortunately, the company that made this never got around to doing Seasons 3, 4, and 7. So yeah, next up, the Ninja Tribunal, which is also Season 5. And one of my favorite seasons, and Jesus, look at the artwork. I would have this as a poster if I could. Once again, this is another one of the rare DVDs, but once again, I am happy to even own this. Now here's the inside. Another cool paper insert. On the inside here, we have really cool artwork of Splinter and the Ancient One. Take this back. Leads to more cool imagery. Okay, not really. It's just the Shredder and pretty much it. There isn't really much to it. Let me just grab this. Put it back. So yeah, this is Ninja Tribunal / Season 5. The next ones I'm going to be looking at are Season 6, or also known as Ninja Turtles Fast Forward. Here's the thing, this was released in 2 volumes, but for some reason they never labeled which one was which, but I don't know, just by watching, you can easily put or at least put together which one comes first and which one comes later. Anyways, here's Volume 1 of Fast Forward. Not much to it. Here's the inside, and here's an advert for the TMNT game, which is a game I also really like. And Volume 6 of the original show. Let me just take these off, showing off what the inside looks like. Okay, that's a nice attention to detail. We have Splinter and 3 of the Turtles, and the extra one that isn't being shown is like... Hang on, let me just fix the glare. Yeah, the other one is like right here. Anyways, this is Volume 1 of Fast Forward. Hang on. Okay, next up, Volume 2 of Fast Forward, The Day of Awakening, which was actually the first DVD of Fast Forward I actually got my hands on. And this DVD was the first time I actually saw what the evil turtles looked like. Yeah, why aren't these characters in more media? They were so cool. Alright, here's the inside. Here's another advert for Chaotic and another season of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. And once you open it up, you have more cool art. Alright, another cool thing about this DVD is, like, on the episode list, like, it has them numbered from where they take place in the series. Like, instead of, like, I don't know, so like, it actually has them as 131, 132, and so on. So, yeah, that's a really nice attention to detail. And that was kind of it by the company 4Kids, the people who made the show. And then they got sold by Paramount, or at least bought by Paramount, and yeah, the first DVD they made was a DVD of the movie Turtles Forever. I mean, when I was a kid, this was an okay release, but if you've watched this on a widescreen TV, you'll know what the problem is right away. On the back, we have the original Turtles, which is kind of nice. And on the inside, it's just a really bland silver disc with the title printed on it. Yeah, it's not that impressive. And for the longest time, that was it. Like, they did promise to give us more of these DVDs if the Michael Bay movies did well. Well, the first one did well, and they did promise us that they would do them again, but all they really did was release worse versions of the old volumes. Like, the only one I bought was this Christmas DVD because it had an episode of Season 3 I didn't own. I was hoping it would have more, but no, it just has extra episodes from Season 1 I already had. Yeah, and once again, this generic silver backdrop, it's nothing too impressive. And so, with no DVDs on the horizon, I kind of gave up that Nickelodeon would provide like a complete series DVD, so I ended up buying this. This is a bootleg of the entire series for the 2003 show. Yes, I know it's fan-made, but frankly, I just wanted the whole show on DVD, and well, this was kind of my only option. I mean, it's not too bad. Like, it actually has the extended cut of Turtles Forever, which was never released in North America for, well, ever. Like, to this day, it still hasn't been released here. And it also includes some of the shorts from Season 7 that they posted on their website back in the day. But, thankfully, on the show's 20th anniversary, either on purpose or just by pure coincidence, they finally released the entire season in one box set, and by God, this thing is huge. I mean, granted, there are some problems. Like, the picture quality isn't that nice. Which probably got they just shoved these on discs and didn't bother looking at them. However, there is one cool tiny detail on this that I am going to show off. And let's see, where is it? What's it here? Here it is. Yeah, on disc 13, if you look at the episode numbers, like, it says 109, then skips 110, then goes from 111 to 117. Yeah, when this show was originally being made, Season 5 was supposed to have 13 episodes, but one of the heads at the studio hated the episode so much, he just cut all production to it, and For some reason, it was so far into development, it's part of the episode numbering, and when this came out, they actually went out of their way to acknowledge that it never came out. That's a cool detail. And also, this thing also comes with Turtles Forever, which is nice, but the problem is, this is the worst release of Turtles Forever that was ever made. Like, it's shorter than the TV cut for some reason, and the last few minutes are just gone. Like, it ends with a live-action segment with the original creators of the show, or at least guys doing impressions of them, as well as playing an unused theme song for the show. But with this, they cut it out and just play the opening sound effects to the beginning of the movie on loop. Yeah, I know it's not perfect, but if you want to own the show legally, like, there is a way to do it, and frankly, I'm just happy it exists for people who want to own this show. Okay, now that this version of the show is done, let's get to the one that came after it. Alright, let's get into the show that was made in 2012. First volume being Rise of the Turtles. Hang on. There we go. Yep, this is the first volume. Contains the first 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, first 6 episodes. It's an okay release. You open it up, you get the same intel, and as well as a really cool picture of Leonardo. Also, the disc art is kind of lame. Also, this DVD actually came with a poster. Yeah, the first couple of these volumes came with posters. I have this one, but I cannot find the one for volume 2. So, yeah. Actually, since I have it here, I'm going to put it back inside. Next up, volume 2, which was Enter the Shredder. Once again, selection of episodes. And, okay, no artwork inside this time, and once again, the disc art is really bland. Now on to volume 3, which thankfully has 12 episodes instead of the usual 6 or 7. Oh, this will also include the little... come on, get it out of here. Yeah, this will include the little tiny Lego comic book. That's kind of cool. And now we actually have Raphael artwork. And if you look back here, we also have Michelangelo. But where's Donatello? Why doesn't he get any artwork? Whoops, I almost forgot. Anyways, this was the third volume. Just fix that. Okay, now on to Season 2. First volume being Mutant Mayhem. And no, this is not related to the movie. Nice, here's the back. Focus it better. There we go. Slide this out. Okay, we have an inside for Razar, but not Donatello. Come on! Next up, the Good, the Bad, and the Casey Jones. Still, usual stuff. Okay, now for Volume 3 of this show, Showdown in Dimension X. Oh, okay, this broke off. I did not notice that. And here, we got a paper insert for one of the video games. A game which I have not actually played. Oh, this one also has 2 characters. This one has Tiger Claw, and this one has the Neutralizer. Yeah, when did that break? I do not remember it breaking. Oh well. Anyways, this was the last volume of Season 2. Next up, Volume 1 of Season 3, Retreat. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not talking much during these, but yeah, a lot of these DVDs are the same, especially for the first 3 seasons. Oh, and this side, the insert had the Dream Beavers. Yes, that was a thing that happened. Next up, Return to New York City. Yeah, I have no idea why this was covering it up. Also, from what I remember, I think one of the episodes on this disc was faulty. Whether it was this one or the next one. I think it was this one, but I don't know. I have to rewatch these again. Oh yeah, this inside has Bebop and Rocksteady for... Believe it or not, they actually showed up in the third season of this show. Now the final volume, Revenge. Which, if you've watched the show, you know Season 3 had a really dark ending. And for those of you who know that ending, I thank you for watching. On the inside, we have a Triceraton. And if you looked here, you'd say it includes, like, Leonardo backpack pull inside. Yeah, some of these later volumes came with little, like, head keychains of the turtles. I actually have them right here. Like, here's the Leonardo one it came with. I also have Raphael and Michelangelo. Never got a Donatello for some reason. Okay, like the second time Donatello's been, like, dishonored from these DVDs. Like, in the one, he didn't have a back art. And with these keychains, he never got one. Next up, Volume 1 of Season 4. Which actually includes a little discount for a ticket to one of the Michael Bay movies. Yeah, that's not really much of a good price. However, if you notice the pattern with the old volumes, they usually went from like 6 episodes, 7 volumes, and 12. Yeah, with Season 4, they're starting off with 12, trying to fit in as most of the space arc as they could. Once again, paper insert, marketing some toys. And inside, we have some more artwork of a character heavily focused on the DVD. As well as his spaceship. Oh, wait, gotta put this back inside. Anyways, first volume of Season 4. Next up, Volume 2, Earth's Last Stand. And another advert for Mega Bloks. Come on. And instead of a character, we get the pieces to the black hole generator. And once again, please comment or leave a like if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, these next 3 are Season 5 and the end of 4. Okay, let me show you the first one I mean. Here's Super Shredder, which is the final volume of Season 4, but also has the beginning of Season 5. Yeah, Season 5, the show is rebranded to Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here's the thing, like, the last few episodes, or at least the first few, are the ending of Season 4, and around here is when the episodes for Season 5 got introduced. Yeah, I find that kind of odd how they start to mix them in. Nevertheless, the Season 4 finale was a really good one. Anyways, now into the actual Season 5 DVDs. First one, Wanted, Bebop and Rocksteady. Yeah, they kind of aired Season 5 out of order to the point where they actually advertised on this DVD that they were releasing it here first before they put it on the show or on television. Yeah, there's not really much to it. Like, it's just the one multi-parter, which is doubled as a second crossover with the original 80s cartoon. As well as the only one-off episode from this season, seeing how every episode was a multi-parter. Anyways, this was technically Volume 2 of Season 5. Now on to the final volume, which I am happy they labeled the final chapters. And this is a fine DVD. The only problem I have is that would it have killed them to put the final story at the end of the DVD, not in the middle of it? Anyways, this one's broke. Oh wait, is it broken? No, I think I can still fit it in. Give me a minute to figure this out. Oh no, it's just not balanced. Like, what? Okay. Anyways, also there's no background art as you can easily see. And as a little bonus, here's the Half Show Heroes Blast to the Past DVD, which Yeah, I did not watch this special until literally earlier this year for the first time. Oh, and for some reason, the bonus, it came with the first volume of Jimmy Neutron DVD. Don't know why. Only here the disc, usual generic gray background. I'm just trying to fit this back in here. I'm going to put this one back here because there's something I want to point out about these DVDs. And yes, I did own all the volumes, at least the major ones for the show for this series. You notice anything wrong with them? They're not numbered. Yeah, like they put the whole show on DVD, in order I might add, but they did not even number them. I mean, you can kind of tell which season is which, like the fonts, because here so far it's orange font for season 1 with the last one being green, but usually you can tell because the first 2 volumes would have like 6 or 7 episodes, and the last one would have 12, which was the running theme for the first 3 seasons. Like, this was season 1. Season 2 had a bit of a different font for the spines, but nevertheless, it was the same deal. 6 and 7, then 12. Season 3 had its own font. Once again, 6 and 7, and then 12. Okay, season 4 and 5 was weird because we started with 12. Then we went back to 7. Then we went back to 12 again, including the beginning of season 5. And once again, same deal, like a half volume and then a full one. I don't know, I feel like they should have tried to number these. Because, like, unless you were buying these as they came out, you wouldn't know which one was which or where they went unless you actually Googled it. But, in case you want to know what the watch order was, here's all the DVDs next to each other, just so you can screen cap this or pause the video just so you can know or reorganize your own collection. There was also a complete series DVD release for the show, however, it's these discs repackaged again, and yeah, like I said, they're not numbered, so if someone packaged it wrong, you would have a hard time figuring out which one was which or where to go. Anyways, on to the next show. Okay, so next up was Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, if you can tell, this is still in the plastic. I have not opened this. And it's mostly because I more or less watched this show on Netflix, and given how the last few DVDs were, how it was just a generic silver disc, yeah, I don't really expect much out of this one. Next up was Mutant Mania. Yeah, these DVDs don't have many episodes, and if you know the format of the show, it's 11-minute episodes, not 20, so yeah, these were the only 2 DVD releases for Rise, and I doubt this even covered half of Season 1. There is one more I do have, and it's a bootleg of the movie. Yes, I know it's pretty bad to own bootlegs, but with the 2003 show, I did buy an official one once it came out. But frankly, with this, it's a Netflix movie, so I doubt it will get released on DVD on its own. And if it does, I will happily buy it. But until then, I have this because knowing Netflix, it might take it down in a couple of years. And I'm just happy to own a physical copy. Yeah, there wasn't really much for Rise. So, to end this video off, let's look at the movies. Okay, before we start, there's this one DVD I want to look at. It's called Turtle Power, A Definitive History. Yeah, this was a documentary released around the 25th anniversary of the series. And, I don't know, there isn't much to it. It just kind of covers the early comic days as well as some of the production of the first movie. Yeah, this isn't really much of a definitive, like, documentary. Like, you can literally find documentaries on certain pieces of the franchise on YouTube. And if you're expecting this to be just a one of everything, it's not. It's missing a lot. Still cool to have, though. Okay, I know I reviewed all the movies as, like, part of my TMNT 40th. Actually, I'm including this as part of it because, well, it's still the 40th anniversary at the time of me making this video. But I never really showed off the DVDs I had for the movies. So, here's what I have. Here's my favorite movie, Ninja Turtles, or at least Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yep, this was one of the early DVD releases, and fun fact, for my birthday I got this, Ninja Turtles 2, and Ninja Turtles 3, as well as a volume of the old cartoon, which was how I was introduced to the old show. Yeah, I got all four at the exact same time as a gift. Anyways, open it up, and it's one of these DVDs where like one side is widescreen, the other side is full screen. However, like, it's weird with these discs because sometimes the people who make them have like, okay, on this side that's written, this is widescreen. When you flip it, it's the other one. Or sometimes it says on the other side, it's, I don't know, like these discs always confuse me, and I'm happy they're gone. Next up, Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. Yeah, it's mostly the same fodder, however, this time, there's actual disc art. And unlike the last DVD, like, there's a menu asking if you want widescreen or full screen. You don't have to flip it back and forth, and I'm so happy about that. Next up, a movie which I'll admit I actually like, Ninja Turtles 3. Once again, that's some actually pretty cool art of all the turtles in samurai armor on horseback. Once again, it asks you if you want full screen or widescreen. You don't have to flip it. Next up, the movie TMNT, which, I don't know, this DVD I always found weird because Raph and Leo were the main two focus of the film, and yet Donatello and Mikey get heading on the poster. It's really weird. There's the back. Inside, it's another one of these flip things. Or not. Hang on. Oh, no, it's just the widescreen one. Thank God. I still think this is a heavily underrated movie. Okay, I already showed you guys Turtles Forever in the 2003 segment, so I'll just skip over that. Wait, hang on. I almost forgot something. Okay, so, funny thing, when I was getting this video right, I completely forgot to grab these movies to have at the ready. Yeah, I'm sorry about that for people who actually like these films, but anyways, here's the first Michael Bay movie on Blu-ray. Yeah, it just goes to show how little these movies mean to me. Sorry, like here's... What's this? Oh yeah, this is the DVD. And on this side, here's the Blu-ray. There's not much to this. And we have some paper inserts, like here's this, and an advert for a 3DS game, which a lot of people, I think, forget exists. Also an app game. And a digital copy, You know what, since these mean nothing to me, yeah, here's the code. If you want the movie, go ahead. Like, I bought this just for the discs. I didn't really care for a digital code. I don't even know why these are a thing. Here's the next movie, which if you've watched my video, you'll know how much I really don't like this movie. Yeah, when I bought this, it did come with turtle masks, but I can't find them anymore, so yeah. This DVD ain't worth much to me anymore. Anyways, on to the actual next movie. Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, based off the comic book. Yeah, part of me still wishes they would make a sequel to this movie because it ends on a cliffhanger, and the comics were a trilogy. This only covered the first one. And I'll admit, the artwork on the disc is pretty cool. Anyways, here's my DVD of Batman vs. Ninja Turtles. Next one being the most recent movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. And yeah, there's a bunch of stickers on this. Hey, much better. And here, it's just the Blu-ray disc. Not much to it. Once again, there's a digital code. Hang on. There it is. If you want a digital copy of the movie for free, here you go. First come, first serve on these. As well as advertisements for other movies. Two of which I also own. As well as this film, but Hey, anyone else watching this video also excited for the new TV show connected to this movie coming out soon? Because I am. Anyways, that concludes my entire collection of Ninja Turtle DVDs that I own. So, that's my Ninja Turtle collection on DVD. I hope you liked the video, and I want to know in the comments, what do your DVD collections look like? Do you have everything? Are there pieces you always wanted but could just never find? For me, that's a complete series DVD for the original 1980s show. I just want it because I kind of want to own the entire series for the original show, seeing as how I do own all of 2003 and 2012, and I don't know, I feel like that show I should also have on DVD, given how historically relevant it is in terms of Ninja Turtles. So, thank you for watching, and I hope to make more videos again soon. Take care.